Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Let's Talk Elephants. I'm your host, Destiny Farley, and today I'll be interviewing Carla Rose about her experience as a midnight ballerina, also known as a stripper, dancer. You may recognize Carla from an interview I did with her last season, and if you listen to that episode, you know that Carla's very transparent and holds very little back, which is why I asked her to come back to have this conversation with me today. I've tried to get a few dancers on the podcast over the years, and most of them have said no for privacy reasons, which is totally understandable. But Carla just so happened to start dancing since the last time I interviewed her and is very much an open book about it. So it just ended up working out. Obviously, everyone knows what a stripper is, but a lot of people don't know or have misconceptions about what a stripper actually does when they're working. Dancing is a part of it, but there's a lot more that goes into making good money, and Carla has agreed to come on and share what her experience has been like working in Las Vegas and just spill some general tea on some things she's seen, money she's made, and the like. So Carla, if you could just start by briefly introducing yourself again.
Oh my gosh.
And then maybe tell me how you started getting into stripping, because you've been in Vegas for a few years,
Yeah.
but you know, you just recently started.
And you know what's so funny is, like, everyone told me when I moved to Vegas, they're like, oh, well, you'll be a stripper eventually. And I was like, no, never. But here we are. But hi, I'm Carla.
Love that.
Hi again. I'm back. Well, for me to start dancing, like, I've thought about it for so long. Like, I don't know if other girls go through this, but I literally probably went back and forth on it for, like, literally over a year, 2 years, 3 years maybe. Like, ever since I moved here. But I think it was easy for me to, like, start at the club because I used to be a waitress at the strip club. So, like, I was already familiar with the environment, familiar with, like, the managers and staff at that particular club. Like, I kind of knew how things worked. So, like, you know, that's what made it easier for me to get into it. But
do they have, like, auditions for it, or how? Really?
Yeah, they do. I mean, auditions, I guess it varies by club and by, like, who you are. But essentially, you just get into your outfit, like a 2-piece bikini, lingerie, whatever, with heels, and they literally just make you, like, walk back and forth or, like, do a spin. And then
they don't make you dance?
No, they don't. I think like, you have to keep in mind, like, I have a very, very limited view of dancing compared to, like, most other girls in Vegas because I've been doing it for less than a year. I've only ever danced in Las Vegas. I've only ever danced at 3-4 different clubs, you know? So I'm sure that there are auditions out there, maybe in other cities, maybe at other clubs where you do have to maybe get on the pole for, like, 30 seconds. But I've never had that experience. Most girls I know haven't had that experience either. Like, I feel like nowadays, like, it really doesn't matter if you can move. Like, are you hot?
Right.
Like, that's really all that matters. And even then, like, not really. Like, you know?
That's what I was going to talk to you about, is because a lot of people think, you know, like, oh, well, I don't know how to dance, or I'm not flexible, or this or that. And it's like there's a lot more that goes into it. Actually, it's not a lot of dancing, right? Like, it's
totally.
It's mostly spending time with people.
Yeah. I think that was my thing too, because I actually am so inflexible. Like, now,
so am I.
Now that I've been dancing for a while, and I've been doing, like, my yoga and Pilates more consistently, like, I'm actually a lot more flexible than when I started. Like, I'm, like, so close to, like, getting my splits, like, maybe this far off the ground. But it's, like, so irrelevant. Like, you don't even need to be in shape. Like, you don't need anything. All you need to do is have some sort of a personality and, like, be able to communicate with people and talk to people and be a woman. That's really it. If you're a man, like, I can't help you.
Yeah, which they have. They
have
that.
their own thing, yeah.
They do.
Have
Piranha
you ever been to
right
one?
Here around the corner. I've never.
I've always wanted to go to, like, Magic Mike or something.
Yeah, I've never been to that. I've never been to Piranha. I've never been to...
I thought Piranha was, like, a gay club. Is it a strip club?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, they're pretty much naked.
Oh, well.
From what I know. I've never been, so I can't speak to it. I just see the ads. Well, so do you like it? Like, do you enjoy...
Do I like dancing?
Yeah.
No.
Why?
I don't think anyone does.
Why?
Like, I love the money and I love the flexibility that comes with this job. I hate the fact that I have to go entertain men for hours in the middle of the night. Like, and you know me, I'm, like, a certified man hater. you know? And I don't give men the time of day 99% of the time, you know? So for me to like flip a switch and pretend like I'm interested in all these men and like I want to talk to them and like I care about what they're saying, like it's like
Exhausting.
It's exhausting, yeah, and it's like a mental toll, but you know, it's so worth it for the money.
So do you have to be naked, or is it on like your comfort level? Like some girls do it, some girls don't.
Well, there's different laws depending on where you are. So in Vegas, it's going to be like mostly just topless clubs. Like you're not really going to go anywhere that's full nude except for like what Palominos or like Little Darlings. And I'm pretty sure like not all those places even serve liquor. So like it just depends where you are. But then like you can go to other cities like Miami and like they'll be fully naked, like coochie out on the floor. No.
You're not allowed.
Okay, so I right now have been at Peppermint Hippo most consistently. So like at that club it's just topless. Most people just keep their top on all night. Like you're really not seeing much. Some people will get topless on stage and some people get topless in VIP, but like that's it. Mm-hmm. And honestly, like, I feel like I'm so comfortable with my tits out. Like, being topless, like, I don't even register it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you have nice boobs.
Yeah,
so
I do. Exactly.
I feel like a lot of...
And you know what? Like, after I got them done, like, I did not care at all. I would literally just, like, be so cool topless. Like, anywhere, ever.
Yeah, most actually girls that I know that have fake boobs feel that way. Mm-hmm. Probably because you guys spent so much money on it. You're like, well, I like how they look, and
I love the look of like perky, round, fake titties that like sit natural, you know? Mm-hmm. Like I feel like you look so good with a boob job.
Thanks. So how do you make your money then if it's not dancing? Like where... Yeah. Because obviously strippers are known for making a shit ton of money. So where does that come from if it's not from dancing?
I mean, like, there's so many ways that you can make money, which is kind of cool. That's, like, the cool thing about going to the club. It's, like, every night is going to be completely different. So, like, you can go and make money. Like, let's say someone comes in, and a lot of guys are like this. They want to come in and just throw ones, but, like, maybe they'll throw 10,000 ones. Do you know what I mean? So it's like you're splitting that maybe with a couple girls, but still, like, that's a lot of money just from shaking ass, you know? And, like, that's literally all you're doing is, like, standing around and twerking. And, like, people just throw ones just because that's what they want to do. Other people will come to the club and they want to spend time with you one-on-one in VIP, and maybe they'll re-up on their time and they'll go, like, 3, 4, 5 hours with you, and you're getting, like, $1,500, $2,500 every hour.
Do you make your hourly price, or is it set in advance, like by the facility or?
Every club is going to have different rules. Some clubs will be like more flexible with the pricing. Where I work, like it starts at a certain price. So like for an hour in VIP one-on-one, it'll start at $500 to me. That's not including any room fees or like bottle fees, whatever. And that's not including any tips for anyone. So $500 to me is the minimum, but at the club I work at, I'm technically allowed to be like, okay, babe, like, it's going to be $700 for the hour. And you're like, you know, like, I can say that. And nothing, it's fine. But that's because that's, like, my price. At least it's $500 for the hour.
What do they think that they're paying for?
Girl. I tell them whatever the fuck they want to hear. Like, like, when people say, oh, what happens back there? Like, just lie. Literally lie. I'm like, whatever you want. Like, we can do whatever you want. And then I get back there and, like, nothing's going to fucking happen. Mm-hmm. Like, I might sit on your lap. I might, like, let you feel my titties and, like, I'll talk to you and I'll be like, oh, my God, take a shot. But, like I'm literally selling a dream and a lie. Yeah. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it's, like, whatever I need to tell these men to get them to VIP, I'll tell them. I don't care.
Are there girls that do fuck for money? Like, back there?
I don't think people are fucking in the club, to be honest. I mean, like, I'm sure people are. I think it's more common for girls to, like, give, like, hand jobs or blowjobs in the club. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm, like, I feel like I'm airing a lot of people's business right now. But it's like...
you're not naming anybody.
I'm not naming anyone. I'm not even saying anyone in particular at Hippo does that. I'm just saying, like...
It's not like it's a secret.
Yeah, right.
You know? Like, there is this general consensus for people that... like, especially in Vegas, because it's such a big market here. Right. Like, people think that strippers are having sex for money, or basically high-end escorts. Yeah. I personally, I actually have never even The only time I've been to a strip club
My
was when
birthday.
we,
Oh, you didn't even come, did you?
No, I don't think I went to the strip club for
Oh.
that. It was like a Dre's outing. Like I don't know. We ended up there for chicken fingers.
Oh my gosh.
And like that, and I was there for like 30 minutes. I've never actually spent time at a strip club, so I don't know.
Oh my God, we have to go. Should we go for my birthday?
Sure, if you want to go.
Wait, I'm so down because
Okay.
you know how I like to find someone to throw my birthday every year?
Yes, okay.
I found my victim this year.
I'll lose my strip club virginity card
I can't
for
wait.
your birthday.
It's going to be so
But
fun.
having been there, even the time that I spent there, I just find it hard to believe that there are not
Right.
girls and that are having sex for money. And maybe it's not on the clock, but definitely afterwards.
Oh, I mean, like, it's...
That's
yeah,
where
I mean,
you-
this is the thing. Like, I'm not going to say, like, every girl in the club is a hooker, but I would say, like, 99% of them are. You know, and it's like, you don't want to put a label on it. That's fine. Maybe that's not your main source of income. Maybe that's not what you normally do. But at the end of the day, if someone offers you the right amount of money, like, you're going to take it and you're going to do it. Like, I know you. You're in the club. You're a stripper. You already have, you know what I mean?
Well, I guess we already knew that.
I mean, like, yes and no. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, you can't walk into the club and be like, here's $5,000 and I want you to give it up. Like, I want pussy. Like, no, that's literally never going to work on me. You know what I mean? But that's me. I know there's a lot of other girls that would work on.
Yeah. Okay.
You know?
Yeah. So, what does a normal shift look like compared to like a busy shift? Like, how long is it? I've heard it's pretty long hours.
Well, it really depends where you work. Some clubs will have you work a minimum amount of hours. So, like, for example, Toxicas, I worked there a few days. They have a 5-hour minimum. Rhino will give you 6-hour shifts. So, like, you have to stay for at least 6 hours. Hippo, the reason I like working at Hippo is because they gave me, like, the anytime shift. So I can just come and go as I please. And then there's no amount of time that I have to stay for. Like, if I want to clock in at 2 in the morning and leave at 2:05, it's fine.
Okay. And on a night that's like a busy night, are you basically just having a lot of people buy like private rooms or VIP rooms, like,
You know,
back to back?
it's interesting because sometimes the busiest nights just look busy. It's just a lot of bodies in the club. It'll be like a lot of like bachelorette, bachelor, birthdays, boys trips, conventions, just groups of people that come to Vegas and they come to the strip club, and they're not necessarily big spenders. They might like get like a lap dance on the floor. They'll probably buy drinks, you know. They might tip a girl. They might throw some dollars on stage. But like a lot of those busy, like typical busy nights, like at least at Hippo, I know it's different at other clubs. Like I know other clubs have different clientele and kind of like different volume too. But I feel like sometimes those busy nights, like you make the least money, you know? And then you have to factor in like how many girls are working, you know? Because
Is it a tip pool?
No.
Okay.
But you just have to think like competition wise and numbers wise.
Okay.
Yeah. Like,
And so is it like a preference? Like, I mean, if you have a lot of girls working and not a lot of people in the club, at that point, it just becomes about the guest preference for girls, right? Or is it about who is aggressively going up and like approaching
you know,
them?
I would say that 9 times out of 10, like the girls that just go for it usually are the ones that get the customer.
Is that easy for you, or do you feel uncomfortable doing that?
I feel very uncomfortable doing that. And it's so rare that I would ever just go up to a guy and just like aggressively like talk to him and then like suggest we go get a dance. Like I think because I'm so not used to ever doing that in real life, and you know I would never I would never do that. I would never do that. So like I get to the club and it's kind of hard. I think for me it's a little bit easier just because I'm hot, you know? Like there's some very questionable looking girls in the club. So like by default, I'm just like the hottest one working a lot of the times, you know, if not like top 3. And
does that help, you feel like? Or do you
Yes.
think that
It
they
does help.
still, like if you have aggressive girls working, then they're still going to get the dance over you or whatever, the customer?
Not necessarily. Like, I just think it helps the fact, I just think the way that I look helps me not have to be as aggressive, you know?
So there's no like sections, then it's just like a free-for-all.
It is a free-for-all. You're literally up
like
in there.
every man for themselves,
Yeah,
basically.
you can just, like, obviously there's etiquette, you know, like, if you see a man and he's, like, sitting with a girl, like, you're not going to go up and interrupt them and, like, try to join. Or if like someone's in a section, like you're going to ask before you like join in on the section. And you're not just going to, you know what I mean? Like there's a lot of etiquette that goes into it. But at the end of the day, like you just have to, you just got to find your customers and see what you can get out of them. But yeah, I'm just not aggressive. Like,
Yeah.
because it's like, it's so hard for me to even pretend like I want to speak to you or look at you or sit next to you.
Yeah.
I'm disgusted by you. Like, I'm so grossed out. It's so rare that like someone cute comes in the club, someone like super rich that like I'm attracted to. Like, it's just so fucking rare that happens.
Yeah. Well, that's, I think, a rare commodity in the world in general, let alone
I
at
think
the
at
strip
Hippo
club.
for sure it's a rare commodity. Like,
So you could have like a Wednesday, Thursday, just random day of the week where you go in and there happens to be someone in there that maybe the club's not that busy, but if you just get one person.
because I always say it only takes one. Like literally it takes one. The best night I've ever had at Hippo was from one guy, one 500-pounder. He was huge.
500 pounder is
five,
crazy.
Bro, I'm not exaggerating either. He was a 500-pound man. And it was like 4 a.m. And he wanted girls with big tits. So my friend grabs me and she said, hey, this guy wants big titties. I was like, bet. And we literally stayed in the, like, we kept reading up on hours in VIP for like, I think we had left at 9 a.m. or something.
Damn. And what were
Yeah.
you charging him hourly?
It was like,
I assume more because
I think
you're
like
referring to
$600 for
him.
the hour.
Okay.
Yeah. But
Okay.
it wasn't in like the most expensive room. It was like in a cheaper, a cheaper room. But still,
He just kept extending.
yes, because we would just be back there just literally just saying whatever he wanted to hear, like just going along with his weirdness. Like he was so fucking weird, first of all. We got back there. Mind you, he was rich as fuck. He showed me his bank accounts and like he had like over 150K in like multiple accounts. I'm like, what are you doing? What's going on right now? But anyway, we get back there. Literally the first thing he does, like it's me, my other friend that's a dancer, him, the 500-pounder, and then the waitress, because every private room comes with a waitress. He literally gets back there, immediately kicks off his shoes, takes off his belt, drops his pants. And we were all like, no,
you
like
just
that's not
see
what
his-
this is. Like,
his meat hanging out.
bro, no, he had boxers on. He had Christmas
Okay.
boxers on.
Oh, that's crazy.
It was like March.
Okay. Okay.
500-pound man Christmas boxers, but that was like my only customer of the night, and he gave me the most money I ever made that night. So it's really crazy.
So, what is the most amount of money you've made?
At Hippo, the most amount is like $3,500 in a night, which really is
Okay.
not that much.
Yeah, I guess I was expecting more because I hear.
Yeah.
You know what it is? It's because I see Miami stripper TikToks like that pop up and
Right.
talk about like the insane amount of money that they make, and it is a different market. But
Yeah.
normally, I would think that Vegas is like comparable to
Yeah.
Miami. Have you had like, are there busier weekends like how it is for the club where it's like Super Bowl or Memorial Day, or do you try to work specific weekends?
Yeah,
for that?
I mean, we actually have like a calendar of all like there's like a big calendar at Hippo on the wall for the like it's a 2-month calendar, and it has all the conventions in town, every holiday that's going on, every sports game, fight, hockey game, anything that's going on in town, and then like you can kind of look at it and be like, okay, well this weekend there's 3 conventions in town. There's a basketball game, there's a hockey game, like whatever. Like that's a good day to work. And usually like if you are smart about and strategic about what days you want to work, like it can work in your favor, you know?
Is it consistent money or is it super inconsistent based on the day?
I would say like in general it's extremely inconsistent.
Okay.
But like keep in mind, I've been dancing for less than a year, mainly at one club. So
Yeah.
like that's my very limited view. I know a lot of girls that have danced.
Yeah, what have you heard about?
Yeah, like in previous years, people say like, oh, like before COVID, the clubs were amazing. I was making $5K a night every night, and like I've never had that experience, so I have nothing to compare what I'm doing to. But yeah, a lot of people say that like it used to be way busier in the club, the money used to be way better, and I think that's why you see a lot of like girls like rotating through the club. Like every time I go to Hippo, it's like a bunch of new girls, and then like I don't really see a lot of the same repeating ones, you know? So I don't know how everyone else is doing. I honestly don't think like stripping right now in Vegas is probably an amazing way to make money, and I think that's why so many of them are also just escorts,
Yeah.
you know?
Because the real money is
Because the real money is with,
in having
yeah,
sex
outside
for
of the club.
money.
whatever it may be, you know?
So, like most girls do that. Do you think there's a lot of girls that like just use the club as an opportunity to do
like,
that on the side? Like to meet people that
like
will
to
fund
meet people
them?
there. I think that's like the idea for a lot of girls is like hopefully I meet someone at the club that can like, either take me out the club or just like give me money on the side or like be a sugar daddy of some sort, like just provide for me in some way. Because at the end of the day, like we're really just making money off of men. We're really just like finding as many as possible to give us as much money as possible. So it's like people are just kind of doing that in whatever ways that they can,
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's really interesting. I think I'm not saying that like everyone at Hippo is like an escort or like everyone's open to that, because a lot of these women are just like regular people. Like there are people that are in school. There are people that a lot of them have kids. A lot of them are married. Like a lot of them have careers. This is just money they want on the side. Some girls just
a lot of them are actually really talented dancers.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've seen some where I'm like, damn, I wish I could do that just to say I could do it.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of them have like dance experience. So I don't know, obviously you just have like the few clubs that you've worked at and it could be different like across the country. But yeah, like I've seen some girls that are really, really talented dancers and then they do nursing and they do dancing
literally.
or real estate and dancing or stuff like that. It's money on the side.
And that's what I kind of like about Vegas too, is like I feel like the stigma surrounding dancers doesn't exist out here compared to like a lot of other cities, because if you meet someone out here and she's like, oh yeah, I'm a dancer, you're like, oh, that's cool, what club do you work at? You don't even think twice about like, oh my god, you're a stripper, oh my god, that's crazy. Like nobody it's so normalized here, which is kind of nice.
Yeah, there's less judgment because there's just way worse shit going on here than that.
Right. And it's like I feel like there's almost no judgment around like any type of like sex work in Vegas,
I mean, it's still there, like, on a cultural level.
Yeah,
like,
for
from
sure.
just men in general, even though they're the ones that pay for it.
Right.
But, so you're not dancing that often then? Like, where you're on the pole, on stage, like...
Okay, so the way it works is, like, when you clock in to work, you have to pay a house fee. So, at Hippo, let's say the house... Obviously, like, the house fee changes depending on the day and time that you're working. Let's say it's, like, $100 to clock in. If I want to... not go on stage, like I don't want to get up at all, I don't want the DJ to call my name, I can pay an extra like $50 to $75 or whatever it is to pay like an offstage fee. I am cheap. I don't want to pay the fee, so I'd rather just get up there, I don't mind getting up on the pole because I know that like it doesn't matter. You don't have to be good at dancing. I literally get up there and I give nothing. I walk around in a circle. That's really it. I might give you a little shake.
Yeah.
If you put money in front of me, like I'll go like I'll go like down in front of you and like talk to you and like say hi and like twerk a little bit, but like like you don't have to. I don't even get up on the pole. I physically cannot get my body up on that pole. It is so hard.
Yeah.
And I'm a Pilates princess. I still can't do it. Yeah. I don't know how these girls do it. It's really really girls so impressive. Yes.
And that really like flex their shit on the pole.
Yeah, there's like a few girls that like they're just so good at dancing, and I feel like they use like their time on stage just to like practice their own craft. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't mind getting on stage. I feel like there's more pros than cons to doing on stage. Yeah, and I used to care, and then I was just like, whatever. Like, I literally get up there and walk around.
It's like exposure therapy too.
It is
like
exposure
it's
therapy.
Very vulnerable.
Oh yeah.
Like especially if you end up getting naked. Like, I couldn't think of a more vulnerable position you could be in. I guess there's the element of feeling sexy and like if you feel good that day and look good and spent time on your makeup and you're liking how your body looks. Like there is. Because so much of women's sexuality, and this is like a topic that I've researched a lot. I researched it a lot in my undergrad. I've talked about it on a lot of different episodes, but a lot of men and women don't realize that women's sexuality and like their arousal is directly tied to being desired by men or women.
Yeah.
It's like when you feel very wanted or you know, like there's the emotional safety part too. Like if you're in a relationship, like you don't want to have sex with someone that like makes you feel ugly or
like
not valued,
unsafe.
unsafe.
Right.
But there's also just like the physical part where it's like when you can tell that someone is really physically attracted to you, it makes you feel more comfortable and you can come out of your skin a little bit and out of your shell. And there's so much research on how like men are very physical. So men, like you don't even have to like them for them to be aroused.
It's
like
so true. I feel like they prefer when you hate them.
Sometimes, yeah. Like they just have to have something to look at.
Yeah.
Like they're visual creatures, which is why like they're often the ones that are well, and because they're bigger, but like they're the ones that commit sexual assault more often.
Right.
Because this is dark, but like you could be kicking and screaming,
and
they
don't care.
They're
still aroused by that
because they're so visual,
Yeah.
right? And I'm not saying like every man is like that, but every man is visual, right?
Yeah.
So it's like that's why even on a less extreme note, like in relationships where they're kind of dying, you know, or maybe like. There's a lot of research that long-term relationships are way harder on the female sex drive than the male sex drive.
Yeah.
For that reason.
Yeah.
And men can be 6 to 8 to 10 to whatever years in a relationship, and if you still look hot to them, like they can still be aroused by you and your body.
Yeah.
For women, it's different. It's like a mental thing that goes into it. Like
it is.
They have to feel desired and wanted and beautiful and safe, and it's like there is like a feminine power that is unlocked and like being desired, and I don't want to say like lusted after, but even then like sometimes it's just nice to feel hot.
No, exactly.
You know?
And I think that makes perfect sense because I think that's why it's really not a big deal for me to walk around the club, because it's like I feel like I know they all like it. Like I know you all like it. It's fine. I know you don't think I look fat and gross. Like I might think that about myself, but I know y'all don't think that. You guys love this.
Yeah.
You guys love this square body. Like
Stop.
You love this square bob.
What is the weirdest thing that someone's asked you for? Like the weirdest request? Like do you just or even if it's not you personally, but like if someone else has told you something that someone has asked for, do they ask you to just do weird shit back there in that room?
Men, you know, one thing about men is they're so bold and they have weird fantasies and they're not afraid to just say what they're thinking. And it's like, you got to respect them for that because that's just so crazy. Like women just don't do things like that. And I feel like that needs to be studied. But the weirdest thing, okay, 2 things come to mind. My friend she used to be a dancer. She's not anymore. Like this guy paid her like $1,000 to burp into his mouth.
Oh my God.
And she did it.
I can't. That's really
And I was
gross.
like, bitch, that's fucking gross. I would be so grossed out. She's like,
I know,
bitch, when I saw that 1,000, like, I didn't care. I'm like,
you hate burps. I know you.
You know I hate burps. I hate burps so much. I hate them so much. They're so gross. Oh my God, you know what else was weird? I had this other couple in VIP. Okay, so I don't know what it is about me, but couples love me. Like, do I give off swinger vibes or something? I don't know.
I feel like in Vegas they just shoot their shot. Because I've had a lot of couples.
I bet couples love you.
Yeah, it's very much.
They just love like
it's always my
polished
wife,
women. Do you know what I mean?
My wife thinks you're so pretty,
right.
Or like my girlfriend just thinks you're so pretty, and it's like, or some like it's always centered around the girl,
right?
You know, because they know that if the man does it, like we're just gonna think that they're cheating or that they're not shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, and it normally is not that. It doesn't surprise me anymore. Like I think maybe the first time, it kind of took me off guard, and it was when I was like 19 working as a lifeguard at one of the clubs, and it
so
was
disgusting.
And it was not older, and they were like I would say that they were probably in their early 30s, and they were attractive, but like
you're like a child lifeguard. Yeah, like hello.
I'm like, oh my God, the lifeguard. You have bottle girls walking around,
babe. Like what?
And so that kind of took me off guard. And then once I started working in the club, like as a bottle service person, like I just realized how often it happens.
They go to the club and they just get so drunk, and then they're just like, "You're so pretty."
Yeah, it happened the only time it offended me was when I was in Thailand, because it's like I wasn't even dressed that crazy. Like I was in the club in some fucking sandals and like a tight dress.
Yeah.
Like but it wasn't like a
vacation
promiscuous dress. Yeah, it was like a sundress.
Yeah.
And like I had this couple come up and basically ask me how much. And I'm like, dude, I'm not a hooker. Like, I'm not
like
working.
American? Like,
they were
at your
like
hotel?
European. Like sometimes.
Do they just think that everyone with a body like is a hooker?
Well, I mean, to be fair, in Thailand, they have shows where women shoot ping pong balls out of their vagina. So it's kind of like and it's like the whole ladyboy thing too, like where it's very normal out there.
It is.
Another country I was in where it's normal is Colombia. Like sex work is not something that they frown upon at all. It's like very normal. Yeah. I don't want to say it's like respected in the sense that it's held in a high regard because it's not like that, but it's not judged. Yeah. It's just like working a bank job there.
That's so crazy.
Yeah. And I remember our tour guide had told us like, oh, you know, you might see some women like that come up to you and approach you and try to offer things, or like it's very normal here. Like it's not the same as it is in the United States. Yeah. Like you can just say no and they'll go away. But I'm like, that's so crazy. Yeah. Like people just have different concepts. They say it's the world's oldest profession.
It is. You know? Isn't it like biblical? I don't know.
Yeah. I've never read they write about it in the Bible. There were prostitutes in the Bible. Yeah.
It's crazy. Wait, pause. Back to that couple. Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
This is my other crazy story.
Yes.
This isn't even a crazy one. I feel like this is just one that sticks out. Literally this stereotypical couple. It was like a 60-year-old white man. Okay. Maybe like a 30-year-old dark-skinned black girl, terrible wig. Like they were a stereotype of themselves. I'm like, this is insane. Anyway, they both took me to VIP, which is crazy because I feel like if you're a couple, maybe you should get 2 dancers. If you go to the back, I don't know. That's what I would do. Like if it's me and my man at the club, I'm going to want 2 girls. I don't know. But they were just on demon time. And they were like literally like making out and like feeling on each other in front of me. And I was just like standing there like drinking or whatever. And the girl, she was like, babe, like, isn't she so beautiful? Like, I just love her so much. She's so hot, talking about me. And he was like, yeah, oh my God, she's so gorgeous. Literally, they invited me back to their fucking room at MGM to watch them have sex. The guy was like, just to watch. He was like, you know, like, I would love if you came back to our room. We have a room at MGM. Like
that's gonna...
Like a fucking, like, oh, you have a fucking double queen suite, whatever it is, double queen bed at MGM. He's like, you don't have to do anything you're not comfortable with. You could just watch. I would love if you would just watch. I was like, I don't even think I said anything. I think I just looked at him like.
Yeah, at that point, it's
and it's like, also, why are you 2 having sex? What's going on right there?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like.
Like, I just feel like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It was a weird situation.
Do you have people that come in like regularly to see you specifically? Or have you not been doing it long enough to like develop regulars? Or is it because like Vegas is such a tourist city that it's not?
No, there's a lot of locals that like to like frequent the strip club. There's
anyone that you've like seen outside of the strip club and then you've run
thankfully no.
Okay.
Thankfully no. But I also think like a lot of these guys like I don't know, like I feel like I live on like a nicer side of town and like the people that go to Hippo like kind of like the locals that go to Hippo like they're not coming from like Summerlin, you know? Like do you know what I mean? Like it's just a different crowd in Hippo. Maybe if I worked at Rhino, I would run into like more customers.
Is Hippo like not as nice as Rhino?
Definitely not. Definitely not. Not as nice, not as big, the girls aren't as hot. It's a little cheaper though.
Have you seen celebrities?
Like the most useless ones. You know who was in there the other night? Fucking 6ix9ine.
Oh.
Right. First of all, I thought he was in jail. I didn't know that he was out free in Las Vegas, okay? He was in there the other night. Literally Thursday night, blew fucking like $7,000 on stage for like 4 girls, maybe? And then left immediately after.
Okay.
It was so random.
No one else worth mentioning?
No, not that I can think of. Okay. Like, I just thought of 6ix9ine.
Because I know a lot. I know a lot of like rappers, athletes, stuff like that. Like famous people will frequent, but maybe it's more Rhino.
They're not going to Hippo.
Really?
They're not going to Hippo. They're going to Rhino.
Okay.
There was like some people from like the Arizona Suns one time. Is that a basketball team? Phoenix, Arizona.
Yeah. I mean, close enough.
Yeah. They were there one time. That was like super random. It was like three of them. And they had like their own private room in the back. There's like some other random people that come in.
Yeah.
But no, like I would say if you're a celebrity, like you're going to be at Rhino or Sapphire, and most likely Rhino, probably not even Sapphire.
Okay.
I was thinking though, I was like, it might be time for me to switch clubs. Like I tried Rhino back in November and I didn't like it. But I think like
The clientele's probably better.
I think like I just have a little more experience and wisdom now, and I can go back and like kind of be like, okay, let's try again, you know?
Yeah.
Plus November is a weird time of the year to be working.
Yeah, it's
you know,
not
it's like holiday season.
Right. That's not probably the time when you're getting a lot of people in the strip club.
It's just weird.
Even the ones that have families and stuff are probably playing their double life at that time before they're spending money
I mean,
in
it's
Vegas.
like I feel like most of them have families. It's really crazy.
Have you ever had to sign like an NDA or anything like that at the strip club?
Not at the strip club, no.
Okay.
Maybe, I don't know. They make you sign paperwork. I don't know what I signed.
Oh.
I don't be reading it. Imagine it says like you can't go on a podcast and talk about it.
Oh, yeah, you're fucked.
That'd be so funny.
Yeah.
I don't think that's gonna happen. I feel like I'm not spilling any real tea. Like I'm just giving a general just experience, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
No, yeah, for sure.
it's very general. And I don't know. I feel like my view is so limited. Like I would love for you to have someone on here that's been dancing for 20 years.
Well, but a lot of them don't want to come on and talk about it because from the experience that I've had when I've reached out to them and asked them if they want to come on, the response is usually, oh, my family doesn't know.
Yeah, like, or I have kids, you know?
Yeah. Does your family know?
Yeah.
They do know?
My family does know. Keep in mind, I have a small family, so it's literally my parents and my brother.
But still.
And, like, I don't think any of them like it, but I just don't care. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
So pay me to stop stripping.
Right.
Like, oh, you're not going to do that? Okay, so shut up.
What was their response when you told them?
I told them all, like, separately over time. Like, I told my mom first, and she was, like, supportive about it. She was like, I know many amazing women that have danced their way through school and through life. I'm like, okay. And then I told my brother, and he just, like, didn't care. He didn't even acknowledge it. And then I told my dad, and I don't think he really understood. I think he thinks I'm a waitress.
Really? Okay. Fair. Well, it's good that you have a relationship with your parents where you feel like you don't have to hide it.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's like, I just don't care what they think. Like, I don't care what anyone thinks.
Yeah.
That's my issue.
Why don't you care what your parents think? Just playing devil's advocate. Like, I feel like most people probably would. So why don't you?
Because, like, at the end of the day, what does that really do if you care? Like, how does that serve you, caring about their opinions? Like, it's not their life.
Yeah.
It's mine.
Yeah. What if it, like,
I have opinions about them.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like, opinions are just opinions. Like,
yeah.
And honestly, it's like, it's not what I would love to be doing. I wish I wasn't. But it's like, whatever. It's easy. The money's good. It's working for the time being. I love having a flexible schedule. I can't audition for a club until January. So it's like, what am I going to do from now till then? Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's nice just to like always have the option to go clock into the club. Yeah. Because also like sometimes you'll just meet guys. Like, you know me, like I'm atmosphering and doing other shit like that. Like, it's nice to have the option to be like, guys, like, let's go to the strip club right now. Like, I'll go clock in. Mm-hmm. And it works sometimes. Like, one time I was like a booth model for a convention. Like, this was back in like April or March. And I literally convinced everyone from the booth to come to Hippo that night. And they all did. And they spent like $2,000 each on like 5 different girls.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
I imagine that a lot of girls make their money from bringing their own clientele.
It helps
like,
a lot.
Into the club. I mean, even that is the case with bottle girls. Like, they'll bring in regulars or people that they've served at other clubs that they've worked at. And that's been the source of like a lot of our money on busy days.
Yeah.
So in my last episode with you, you mentioned like that you basically are looking for a man to take care of you. Like, you would rather not work.
Yeah.
You would rather have a man just financially support you that's rich.
Yeah, totally.
Obviously, there's a stigma around being a stripper. Mm-hmm. Do you feel like this like experience that you have prevents you from finding someone with that kind of money? Do you think that it would be like something that would make them hesitant to want to have you on their side? Because some men are like that.
Yeah.
There's some men that aren't. Mm-hmm. But it's hard enough to find like a man that is rich and respectful and all of those things that you want. And then a lot of those men are very traditional or want a woman as an accessory. And some of them would look at a woman who has an experience being in a club. I mean, even bottle girls. Like, I know that I get reluctant to tell people that I work at the club because I don't even want to deal with,
I hate, like, the questions that come after and the comments. It's like, shut up.
Yeah.
Like, I'm literally a waitress. I'm a glorified, like, waitress. I'm in a bikini.
Yeah.
I'm literally serving you. Like, that's it.
And I mean, there are stereotypes that are 100% warranted.
Yeah, I mean, stereotypes are stereotypes.
Yeah.
For a reason.
So, given the stereotypes about strippers, right, do you worry about that being an obstacle in you finding someone like that, or would it just be something that you don't tell them?
You know what? I think it's so interesting, and I'm so glad you asked that, because I think everyone has this idea that, you know, oh, you are a stripper or you were a stripper, therefore, like, your value goes down, your worth goes down. Men don't want that. Nobody's going to respect you. You're not going to get a good job. And I would argue it is the exact opposite. Because think about it, like, who loves strippers the most? It's men. Like, they're the one keeping the profession alive. You know what I mean? And, like, if you ask any man, they usually will say, like, yeah, I love strippers, because they do. Do you know what I mean? I think that's, like, there's this lie that's just out there that they want, that, like, we want women to believe that, like, you know, doing any form of, like, sex work, quote unquote, is, like, it lowers your value and it lowers your worth. And I just refuse to believe that. I think working at the club has brought me way more opportunities to make money. I've met, like, some great tricks there, I'm not gonna lie. And honestly, that's, at the end of the day, like, the strip club is just the way I make my money. And that's all it is. Like, it starts there and it ends there. It's not my personality. It's not my passion. It's, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not, it's literally just how I make my money. And I think most guys can look past that. And then also on top of that, I feel like guys that have money that, you know, it's, to them, like, it's nothing to give it out because they have so much. They don't really care. Do you know what I mean? They're like, okay, you're at the strip club. Like, cool. Like, I'm going to give you money anyway, and you're probably not going to work there. You know, I just think it's a lie that's been told to us. I genuinely feel like it's the exact opposite. Like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
I do. I hear you. And there are men out there that
exist. And for sure, there's definitely men that are like, oh, no strippers, no. Like, but, like, that's not the type of man I would ever even need in my life. Because, like, even if I wasn't a stripper, I don't want to be with a man that doesn't like women or doesn't respect women just because of what they do for work. Like, that's kind of weird. You know, like, I want a man that loves women, you know?
Yeah.
And not, like, in a whorish way, but just, like, in a, like, really understands, like, and
feminine
values,
energy
like, the divine feminine and women and, like
their
the power that they
their
hold.
beauty.
Yeah, and, like, how the importance. Like, you know what I mean? Like, without women, like, we are nothing. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, we all came from a woman. If you want to have, like, as a man, if you want a good life and you want kids, like, you need a woman in your life. So I feel like if a man can't see that, like, then that's a different issue, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think there's definitely men like that you said, but I think majority really don't think that way. Maybe if they're broke, they think that way, you know? Like, maybe if you just really don't got it like that.
Or immature young.
Yeah.
And depending on how they were raised and,
definitely.
and their background and things like that. But I do think that men that are, I mean, I wouldn't know, I guess, because I don't spend time at the strip club. But you have to have a little bit of openness to strippers if you're at the strip club.
For sure.
So there are men in there that I think are there for a good time, not a long time. And have the you can't turn a hoe into a housewife mentality. Yeah. Like, there's definitely those men in there. But yeah, I would imagine that the men that are, like, very rich and just want an attractive woman next to them, like, it probably wouldn't bother them.
Yeah, I think in general, like, the guys that I deal with in my life, the ones that I actually, like, give my time and attention to, they don't care what a girl does for a living. Because, like, why does it matter? Literally, why does it matter? Like, you're going to give me money anyway.
Yeah.
Like, they don't care.
Yeah, so you just are only attracted to men where it's not going to be a problem.
Yeah, if it is a problem, you're really not going to like me, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like, that's your disability, not mine. Like,
disability. That's good. I'm gonna start using that.
Like
oh,
that-
you don't like me? Oh, I'm
that's
sorry
literally
about
your
disability.
that's literally
Let
your
me know how I
disability.
can accommodate you.
Oh my God,
then.
you should say that to a guest one day.
Oh my God, that's bad. No, I feel that. Can I ask you like a personal question and you don't have to answer?
Oh, okay.
So there are girls that I've met or interacted with that it makes sense to me why they do like stripping or OnlyFans, or even if their only like source of income is being a bottle girl, which like I'm not in a position where I'm judging people for that. I do that and it's great money.
Yeah.
And I see why people do it. But a lot of the women, not all, but a lot of the women that I have met that are using those industries as their primary source of income do it because they don't have options to do anything else. Whether it's because they don't have a degree or they've never done anything else or they're just not the brightest star in the sky. So it's like what they have going for them is their appearance, is their looks. And so they do what they need to do and use what they can to make the money that they need to make.
Yeah.
And I understand that. And I don't judge it at all. Like,
it is
especially
what it is.
growing up, being born and raised here, like I was fucking 8 years old walking down the strip with like titties and pussy hanging out on like a car for advertisement or those cards on the ground. Like I'm so used to it.
Yeah, that's so crazy.
I personally don't like, I've never done anything like that, but I have like, I work in a bikini. Like I'm not going to say like I haven't flirted with men for a tip before. Like I get it. You know, but you are intelligent.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah. You did good in school. Yeah. You had like straight A's.
Sure.
And okay, but see, you're doing it right now. You're selling yourself short. You had straight A's. You have a good personality. Like you can hold a conversation with people. You can tell that you have thoughts. I've had conversations with you like outside of this that people are not privy to. Like this is one aspect of your personality that you show people because you don't care if they don't know the other parts of you.
Right.
So people like see this and are gonna have all sorts of opinions about you and assume that this is the sum of who you are without realizing that there's like other pieces of you and history, like a history and just like layers, right? So you have the potential to like be successful in another field if you wanted to. Yeah. Like I know you don't want to work. Like I get that.
Yeah, I know it's like I know I have to.
You right now, like you have to work, right? And so my question is like, what is the attraction to these specific types of industries for you? Is it just because you know you can make quick money fast because you're pretty? Or is it because there's not like anything else that you're more passionate about besides like just being a mom and being a wife, so this is just something to pass time? Or is there ever a part of you that's like, I kind of like teaching, or I like reading, or I feel creative, or like is there any part of you that has thought about like exploring a career? And I don't ask it out of judgment. Like I genuinely wonder because like I know that you could. Yeah. So is it just like a personal preference or?
Well, for me personally, obviously it's different for everyone. I think there's like a big, like, I don't know, like if stigma is the word, not stigma. Like there's like a big misconception that stripping is everyone's last option. You're a stripper because you have nowhere else to go. You can't get a different job. You need money. You're in debt. You need to do X, Y, and Z. You need to, I don't know, you know? And I think it's actually just not the case for most women. I think stripping tends to be like a side hustle for a lot of them. A lot of these women have careers. They have investments. They have businesses. Yeah. Like this is just side money. This is easy money, especially like if they have their regulars. That's just guaranteed like cash on the side, you know? For me personally, I started dancing because I was in a position where I like needed money, and I just like did not like I just didn't really want to work a regular job. I just can't like I hate having a schedule, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I hate having a schedule. I hate having to like get paid a certain amount and wait for a paycheck. Like I'm just not doing that. And like to me, that's my worst case scenario. That's my like if nothing else works out in life, I will go get a regular job. I will go back to working retail and work at Louis Vuitton. You know, like that's my worst case scenario. I think like just for now, the money is so easy. And that's what gets me because I can go, like, for example, last night, I went out at, when did I leave the house? Maybe like 11. Got home at 6 in the morning and I made $1,000 last night. Easy. Like, that was so easy. And it's like, all I did was talk. I had a therapy session with one guy for hella long and he gave me $1,000. So it's like, I just think for me, the money is so easy and like it stacks up so quick. I want to put myself in a position where I can take like that lump sum of money and like, I don't know, start a business, get an investment property, like do something. Mm-hmm. But for me, it's really like, it's just the flexibility and like just being able to like make an unlimited amount of money, you know, like there's no cap to what I can make.
There's sales jobs though where you could do that. Do you just
but
not
then it's like imagine having to work 40 hours and like your contract, you know what I mean?
A
like,
lot of jobs are commission based.
But it's like, like imagine having to fucking do that. Like I just can't. I hate working.
Okay.
I hate.
So it's not.
I don't like having a job. I don't like working. I just want to make easy money and then like eventually like, you know, I want to do something I'm more passionate about.
What are you passionate about?
Making money.
Well, yeah.
Like I don't know. I want to.
You're doing that now.
Yeah.
So what do you mean when you say like I
like
wanna...
okay, I want my income to just be passive. I don't really want to have to work at all for it. So like I want to set myself up for that life. Like I'm making money off my money. But in order to do that, I need to like accumulate a good amount. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of where I'm at now. And that's kind of why I want to go back to the club too, because literally just like having like club money plus sugar daddy, trick money, stripping money, like it adds up so quickly if you're not being stupid about it. Yeah. You know? And like thankfully I'm in a position where like I don't have kids. Like I don't have anyone else to take care of. So all that money, it's very easy for me to just like save it up. But yeah, that's my main thing. Cause like it's not like I want to do this forever. Like I don't want to be 40 in the club.
Yeah.
There's girls in there that are like 45, 46 years old. Like I could never. It's so crazy.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. Yeah. But it's really just for the money. And then I would like to just have it work for me. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Right?
Did you want to add anything that I didn't already cover?
I don't know.
Covered a good amount.
We covered so much.
Just wanted to make sure that you didn't feel like at the end I was like attacking you.
No, I know you're not.
I definitely
You're just
wasn't.
Inquisitive.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I wonder just because.
I just like really hate working. Like, oh my God. Like, I just can't imagine like having to like be somewhere at a certain time. Like, having to like think critically. Stop. Like, no. Like, I'd rather just like fucking talk to these men and they just give me money.
Okay. Fair enough. I respect it. Well, thank you so much for coming on and being transparent and being an open book and just sharing all that with me.
If you want to come see me, just DM me.
Peppermint Hippo.
Yeah.
There you go.
Ask for Selena.
Oh, yeah. We didn't even cover that. Stripper name is Selena.
Selena. Sexy Selena.
Do you just do that because you don't want them to know your real name? Like your government name?
You have to have a...
You have to have a fake name.
A dancer name, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know you had to. Why is that?
I don't know. I guess it's for safety purposes. You know, men are really fucking weird.
They
but
are.
It's like, I don't think a fake name is going to stop anyone.
No,
you know?
Definitely not.
Like,
interesting. Okay. Well, good to know. If you guys want to see Selena, her alter ego at Peppermint Hippo, send her a DM. I'll have her contact information available in my episode descriptions on all my social media channels. And I will see you again in 2 weeks to talk more elephants.